Hello, and welcome to the AP course information on AP Human Geography. I'm glad you've taken time to show a little interest in this course, and I hope this gives you a little information and background on what to expect uh, in this amazing AP offering. My name is Brian Hamlett. This is my ninth year at Brebeuf Jesuit and my second year teaching this course. I've been teaching social studies in the Chicagoland and Indianapolis areas over the past 19 years. And I also serve the school as the head girls track and field coach. Just to kind of give you a little overview of the course, again, what we're trying to achieve, what's our goal? We're trying to create a knowledgeable global citizen. I want my students to know where places are when they open or hear the news and hear about a country. I want them to know where it's at and understand some of the background and information that might surround that country. Also, to understand world events and why they take place where they do. Uh, we talk about it a lot in this class, the why of where. Why are things located where they are at? And then finally, what I want them to gain is to be able to think about and use maps to identify spatial data, understand and interpret the implications and associations of why certain things uh, are where they are at, from who are the, let's say, coffee exporters and the coffee importers, and maybe what are some of the similarities between the importers and the exporters. Recognize and interpret at different scales the relationship among patterns and processes of where agriculture is located, why cities are built where they are, why people move and where they're moving to, how cultures develop. Be able to define a region and evaluate the uh, what makes that area a region, uh, as far as the similarities, the practices that go on there, and finally to be able to look at any interconnections among places. So why are things relatively similar versus why they are different where they take place? So some of the things that you can look that you can expect from this class when it comes to a coursework and my expectations for students. Number one is that each unit of study will include reading quizzes. We'll have practice FRQs. We'll do case studies on specific countries that uh, connect to what the topic we're talking about in class that day. Some student activities as well in class, and then some projects that help bring uh, the learning full circle. What students can expect when it comes to homework studying, about 2 to 2.5 hours per week, combined for the entire week on uh, either A, doing homework, the activities at home, and or preparing for tests and quizzes. My advice for the course is the number one thing is organization. Being able to stay organized, being able to keep up with the work and knowing when assignments are due, when readings are due, when the quizzes are going to be, when the practice FRQs are going to take place. So one of the most difficult things about the course is are the actual tests. And that is because over time, as we progress throughout the course, I'm going to begin to introduce more and more what we would call AP style questions, which are going to be a lot less knowledge based objectives and more application. So, do you know what you're talking about, and can you apply it to something that you are being asked to apply it to? So, where do I see the most struggles in my class? Is number one is the students that uh, don't do as well are the ones that aren't keeping up with their work. They're not turning in their assignments, and they're not keeping up with the readings. Uh, again, the readings are going to be the foundation for many of the things that we talk about in class. Not everything is going to be either lectured at them or given to them. They're going to have to go and do some independent study every once in a while. So that's what some students find difficult when it comes to the reading assignments. As far as the exam, for the AP exam, there are 60 multiple choice questions. There are 3 free response questions. So the free response questions pretty much are you are given some sort of stimulus or a visual, and there may be anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 questions that are based upon that visual that you have to answer questions and uh, demonstrate your knowledge on. Uh, as far as how to prepare for the course, again, we progress the types of questions asked over the course for the year so that the multiple choice questions or the portion of the test that they feel comfortable with answering an AP style question. We have multiple practice FRQs per unit to continue to practice our writing and getting good at that skill, and to know how to write them properly. What does it mean when the question asks explain or identify or compare or describe? All of those come with different types of expectations on how they write. So we work and practice on how to do that. And finally, what they need to be successful on the exam. Well, you need to understand the concepts. So we'll continue to work on specific concepts of the class to understand that relationship. The spatial analysis, again, that why of why are things taking place, where they are taking place. Can you analyze data? Can you look at maps, charts, uh, and the like, and understand what it's telling you and what does that mean for a specific area of the world? Can you analyze sources and understand the source of where that information comes from can dictate maybe some bias or what you do know and what you don't know? And then finally, can you identify, explain, and compare different map scales? So can you look at things on a global scale? Can you look at things on a very local scale? So those are some of the things that we expect from the students in AP Human Geography. So I hope this gave you a little bit more information about this class. I'm always very excited to teach it. Again, I've only been doing it for 2 years, but I feel like I've learned a ton myself in understanding geographic patterns and processes, and I look forward to teaching this class every single day. So I hope uh, those of you that have taken the time to watch this video, this gave you a little bit more information and hopefully piqued your interest in possibly taking AP Human Geography in the future.